What's up, guys? So today's video I'm going to actually go over adrenal glands and a product that I highly recommend, which is called Adrenal Restore by yours truly, First Form. And I'm going to talk to you guys, number one, about my personal review on the product, and then why I believe this product is so great, why it can help every single one of you, whether you're a bodybuilder who steps on the national or the professional stage, or somebody who just wants to lose 20 or 30 pounds and you want to make sure your body's working optimally for you around the clock. So first, the name Adrenal Restore. I'm sure we all will connect that to adrenaline or our adrenal glands. Now, our adrenal glands are very small glands that sit right above the kidneys, and they help regulate aldosterone, cortisol, and cortisone. So, we all know, very high levels of cortisol for a really long amount of time is not good. That's typically tied to stress. And then aldosterone, if you've never watched a video of one of mine before, I've talked in the past about aldosterone, but aldosterone is a hormone that's secreted when our kidneys signal that that water and sodium balance is not efficient, meaning that if you get dehydrated, or if you don't have enough electrolytes, if you're drinking too much water but not enough, you don't have enough sodium, those ratios can get off. And what happens is the kidneys will actually secrete aldosterone, which is made in the adrenal glands. And what will happen is it'll cause our bodies to hold water. So if you're somebody who struggles with water retention and you swear you're dieting correctly, you're doing your cardio, you're training, but you may be stressed a lot, it probably has to do with aldosterone and your adrenal glands. So one thing that I've experienced a couple of times in the last decade, it was training and not recovering enough. I believe a lot of professional athletes, especially maybe at the Olympic level, may experience this. A lot of marathon runners. This is very, very common with marathon runners as well, because the body is being pushed to the limits, and there really is little rest, and there's little time to rest, and they're probably under eating, or if they're eating just enough to kind of barely continue to function properly. But if they miss a meal, then their bodies will not function at peak performance. There's a few things that you can look out for, and that would be like chronic fatigue, body aches, lightheadedness, and skin discolorations. There's been a few times when I've been training 7 days a week for weeks and weeks and weeks on end. Maybe I was getting ready for a bodybuilding show or whatnot, and my body was so exhausted. After the show, I felt good because I had calories and food in me, but I kept training. And what happened was I started noticing I would wake up in the morning, I would be exhausted. I would go to the gym, I would be exhausted. Then I had trouble sleeping at night. Then my appetite was low. I wasn't hungry. Like, things just were not functioning normal for me. And then I started noticing, like, muscles were twitching and sore that I hadn't worked in days. So maybe if I did shoulders on Sunday and today was Friday, for example, talking 6 days later, my shoulders are sore randomly and they're twitching constantly, which is a sign that the central nervous system, or the CNS, has been taxed way beyond overnight repair, which typically means you really need to take a few days off. Now, if you, what happens is also your adrenal glands become fatigued, and when the adrenal glands become so fatigued, a few hormones get out of whack, and that's aldosterone, cortisol, and cortisone. Now, what we just talked about was cortisol and aldosterone. What happens is if the adrenal glands are not functioning, they're not able to assist you in recovering properly in the secretion of some of those hormones. Cortisol levels can cause fat gain, because cortisol helps regulate the metabolism of protein, carbs, and fats. So cortisol can actually cause you to gain fat faster, and it can also cause you to break down protein faster. So when you do eat, if the appetite is still there, and your cortisol levels are through the roof, you're probably not going to recover optimally with high cortisol levels, and you're definitely not going to build the muscle that you want, which has to do with recovery. So it's kind of all connected. Now, with the adrenal glands, one other big thing that I see so many people doing is they are drinking caffeine around the clock. Now, there's nothing short term health, that there's nothing wrong with that. And if you're really very tired, have a Monster, have a Bang energy drink. Of course, I always drink pre-workout every day before I go to the gym. But what happens when you drink these drinks, or you drink lots of coffee, or you drink these energy drinks all the time, is that your body becomes adapted to that caffeine, right? And typically, when you drink caffeine, you're up and going, your mind, your brain is stimulated, you're running off of that stimulant that you just drank or you just consumed. So, when your body is running off that stimulant, the adrenal glands are also helping your body secrete epinephrine, which is adrenaline. So if I drink pre-workout, the pre-workout will assist me through the workout. It's going to give me energy, right? But I'm also naturally stimulating my mind, my body through the central nervous system and that the fight or flight instinct, which epinephrine or adrenaline has a lot to do with that. So if I'm drinking these energy drinks or coffee all day long, and I'm training 2 hours a day, and I'm training 6 or 7 days a week, and I'm not sleeping well, I'm not eating enough food, eventually, going back to what we said earlier, the adrenal glands become taxed, they become overworked, they become fatigued, and therefore epinephrine cannot be released. So then you think, well, I gotta drink more coffee, I gotta drink more energy drinks, I gotta drink 2 3 scoops of pre-workout. Pretty soon you're at a gram of caffeine a day and you're not feeling it. And part of that is because you became used to the caffeine intake. Also, part of that is because your adrenal glands are so taxed they're not producing enough epinephrine to kind of give you that natural push along with the caffeine through the workouts, through day-to-day activity. So that is where this product comes in. So I started taking Adrenal Restore. I don't take it every night, but I take it when I feel like I need it most. And the Adrenal Restore has a whole list of incredible ingredients that you can go read. You can look them up on Phorm. The link's in the description below. You can go read through the description on their website, but I'm going to give you my personal opinion on Adrenal Restore. So when I started taking Adrenal Restore, I noticed I slept incredible the first night, and actually I take 2 pills, but when I do take 2 pills, I have to be ready to go to sleep, because I'll take these with my last meal of the day, and when I sleep, I am in such a deep sleep. Sometimes I wake up a little bit groggy for a couple of hours in the morning. So I found that 1 pill works the best. My wife actually prefers 1 pill with her last meal of the day, and it's helped her adrenal glands restore, which then you are more sensitive to caffeine, you're more sensitive to your pre-workout, you get better muscle pumps, the central nervous system is working optimally, you're able to lift harder, lift longer, see more progress, and that's really what matters. I mean, results and progress is what we're here for, and Adrenal Restore has definitely helped me during the last 4 weeks of my last contest prep for my show, and we're actually about to go on vacation in a couple of weeks, and I've been taking this because I've been training, trying to get my body kind of in a leaner state for the beach, like we all do during the summer, and I've been taking Adrenal Restore from Phorm, and that's really helped me optimize my training and optimize my recovery. You can train all you want, you can diet all you want, but if you're not recovering properly, you're not going to get results. And I believe if you take something like Adrenal Restore to restore your adrenal glands at night, then you are going to see results better, because now you have cortisol levels, cortisone levels, aldosterone levels, and epinephrine levels are all in balance, and everything is in sync, working together, providing you with the best results. So that is adrenal glands, adrenal fatigue, and how you can combat that with Adrenal Restore.